Hello everyone and welcome back to the TFH Legend Car E Series here for round 5 at the Nurburgring, running the Sprintstrecke layout. I think I've said that right, hopefully I have. But we're here running at the Sprintstrecke layout of the Nurburgring 5th round on the calendar out of 10, halfway point of the season. And we've got a couple new people racing today after coming off the back of that oval titles at USA International Raceway. A bit of a chaotic race, but we push on and keep on going forward. So I believe we've actually got 16 people racing today, which is a good number here for the Nurburgring. Not many people own the track. But yeah, let's just quickly get our race info up. So here at the Nurburgring, round 5, Sprintstrecke layout, 19 degrees, 95% humidity, partially cloudy, 20 km/h winds. I don't know which way that's pushing, it doesn't tell me on here. But yeah, running the Sprintstrecke layout of Nurburgring here in Germany, 21 degrees track temperature, and it's a 3.57k long track. Grab our results up for you real quickly to have a look at practice. Fraser's in the pits, as well as Brooke Wilson in the pits, but it's very close between the top three. Fraser, Clegg, if I think I can get the best time up, there you go, a 42.9, as well as Brooke Wilson with a 42.9, and Luke Newing for 42.9. The next closest person there is Maximus Morgan, who is in fourth. Riley Skinner makes a return in fifth, putting on some strong pace, as well as Luca actually showing some strong pace, only 2/10 off Riley and Max, doing really well there, as well as Ashan Anand. Ashan Anand, a new person into the Legend Car E Series, and he's here already in 7th place with a minute 30 left in practice, so doing well already in the top 10. Ryan Taborski in 8th place. Elijah Whitfield, who is now known as Nick Morgan, because Nick Morgan is running on Elijah's account, so it's Nick Morgan as Elijah Whitfield for today, who's in 9th. Joshua Benno in 10th, Jackson Whitehead in 11th, James Brett in 12th, Daniel Cox in 13th, Flynn Sutter, newcomer as well, in 14th, JJ Hamilton in 15th, and Lewis Gotch in 16th so far. But that's only for practice right now. And I don't know what my cameras are doing there. Might need to get rid of a couple there, so give me a second. There we go. They're bringing back the NASCAR overlay, as last round it actually looked really good on our footage. So we are now running the NASCAR overlays, which is going to look a lot better when it comes to racing UI, when it comes to racing, as Lewis Scotch is in the wall back there. And we'll go back to the gap now. So that's your gap. Only 1/100th of a second with Luke knowing to the front. Brooke Wilson's even closer. I don't think I can actually see it on here on my proper live time, if I can actually scroll across. On mine, 1/1000th of a second. It is close. Luke Newing already nearly done 13 laps in this stint, just making sure he has enough pace in the race. Kind of rhyme there, pace race. But we're going to be heading into qualifying soon, and we're back with an open qualifying. Checkered flag across the line, and Luke Newing will pull over instantly. But that is practice done, and we are going to be heading into qualifying now. Everyone getting taken off the track. So just waiting for the green light to go at the end of the pit lane. Green flag is now. Qualifying is ready to go, and we're going to see everyone start pouring out of the pit lane too. You can see people on my timing now coming out. Here we go. Luca Padavis, I believe, is actually the first one to get out ahead of everyone. So now he's on the track ready to go. And he'll lead everyone as Fraser Clegg, though, goes down the inside, but he goes really wide. So very close between them two already, as we see the intervals at the bottom. Luca just giving a little bit of beef towards Fraser there, but everyone's still friends in this. Bringing the leaderboard back up. Yes, there is no one going to wait for quality to actually start. Oh my god, these two pushing each other. Oh, there's already a spin in quali. As I forgot to say as well, Josh Cody is in the commentary box, but he's actually coming from Manning Valley right now, doing some photography with, well, a lot of people who are at Manning Valley for the Dunlop Kart Star, so he'll just be on his phone, but he won't probably be talking as much, just depends on how he feels. But Josh, yeah,
I'm actually on my laptop.
Oh, he's on his laptop, so he actually sounds normal. Let's go. But yeah, Josh, you raced in the oval round, the oval title. He's done all right there. He got flipped. We don't talk about that. But we're here at
Wasn't
the.
my fault, by the way.
Yeah, so we're here at the Nurburgring though. What's your expectations coming into this one? We saw Fraser not really dominate. He lost the first race, but in the second one, led it and then won it. So he's got a really comfortable championship lead. But the FTA boys, such as Luca, has actually brought up the pace a bit. He's been grinding these legend cars. What's your expectations on him today?
Yeah, Luca's a nerd. He's been grinding legends. I think he's got like 600 laps on legend cars last season. He's a bit of a loser.
Well, okay.
Uh, I don't think he'll challenge Fraser, to be honest. Fraser's just too Euro.
Okay. Nah, but
Uh,
in that practice, Luke Newing and Brooke Wilson were
always,
really close. They were only separated under 2/100ths of a second. That is really close between the top three. They need to just cut a little bit of a shaving off if they want to get into the pole position, but it's going to be really close between everyone today. So let's watch Luca for this onboard lap here. We'll go silent. Let's watch Luca's onboard lap. Hopefully, he doesn't put it in the wall on this lap.
Ellie French.
And onto the main straight as he crosses the line. Did they actually both get off tracks on that lap? No. So 43.7 so far. So that is the banker time for now. Luca Padavi's on the top heading down into T1, but Fraser Clegg is already on a great lap there as he jumps up. I'm waiting for it on my leaderboard. There he is. Fraser Clegg, a 42.6 already. So now he's got Brooke Wilson in his slipstream. Josh Benno straight to second place with a 133 flat. Luca Padavi still on that for James Breton fourth. The times coming onto the board right now on our NASCAR overlay. Quali as well on. I don't know why it's not saying how long is left in quali, but that should be fine. I got my timer here. We're 4 minutes in, so we got 6 minutes left. But everyone just trying to get those laps in as quickly as they can with the tyres being at their optimal temperatures. Fraser Clegg getting a slipstream off the car ahead of the number 48 of JJ Hamilton. And you can see the Fanta Call of Duty livery up ahead of Daniel Cox. A little thing to know, he's running a different livery every single round. So he's in that Fanta livery. Last round he had the CC's livery, so now he's in the Fanta. Hopefully next round I want to see Josh Cody. What do you reckon? What should we see from Daniel Cox for the next round? Because next round's in Australia at the Bend. What livery do you reckon we should see from him? Maybe a Shelby or a Shell
Mm,
livery?
no, I'm thinking maybe like a Tim Tam livery, bro. We had the we've got two food items from USA. We had the what was it? It was the chips or something. I think it might have been Doritos. Uh, so I'm thinking like Tim Tams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could let
double
him know
double
that.
coat though. Double coat.
Tim
Need
Tam double coat. I could let him know that.
yeah.
But Fraser Clegg
Has
already
to
on a
be.
purple lap. Daniel Cox pulling over, doing the right thing. Here comes Fraser Clegg across the line. Can he improve on this time? Waiting for it to go onto the board. There he can. A 42.6. Improves by half a tenth. Josh Benno in fourth. JJ Hamilton goes through on Fraser Clegg. Josh Benno crosses the line 7 tenths off. Didn't improve on that lap. Fraser Clegg pulls over. I think he's done. He is done so far with that 4 tenth gap. Oh, he's letting everyone through. As I go back, James Brett has tagged the back of Nick Morgan, who is portraying as Elijah Whitfield, and spins going into the first corner. So that will be a 4x for Nick Morgan, which this lap will not count. We're watching Benno right now, second place goer. Brooke Wilson a second off. If he wants to get back to that pace he had in practice, he needs to push. And I believe that's what he's trying to do right now. No, I think his next lap will be his lap because he's letting a lot of people through. Very, very tight in here between everyone. Letting everyone go through. Down the inside goes JJ Hamilton. He's still letting people through. Flynn Sutter, newcomer. I believe he's teammates with Brooke Wilson. He's got the same livery on. So he's going on a green lap so far. A little bit of a tail wiggle going out. And down the back straight using the slipstream of Nick Morgan ahead. Getting all of it, has to pull over. Nick Morgan pulls over. Still green and green. Luca is on a green lap too. Just watch that time in the bottom left, see what he does when he crosses the line. He's got a yellow in the last sector, but does he improve on his time? Yes, he does. That's P4, 7 tenths off. Luca is in P4 so far. Around the last corner, here comes Flynn Sutter. A little bit of a tail wiggle mid-corner, using all the track he can on the exit. Across the line he comes, waiting for it to actually count on the lap timing. P10 with a 43.9. So not that bad. Lewis Gotch is also on a lap. He's coming out of the last corner now. He's got a train behind him. Josh Benno in the background has actually come together with one of, I think that was Brooke Wilson even. It might have been Brooke Wilson going to the background. Yes, it was, as he's already back in the pits. And look at these two slipstreaming each other. As I saw, Jackson Whitehead goes into P12, 1.6 seconds off the pace. These two working together, but they're both on yellow sectors so far, so they need to pick up the game with 2 minutes left in qualifying. Wonder if anyone can get back up there. Where's Luke Newing on the track? He's actually down in last place, but he should be on a flyer in a second. He's pushing that yellow and black car to the limits. No livery on the number 17 into the one of the tightest corners on the track. Coming out, get on the power nice and early, which he is. Gets it back to the right for this little S section. Can't see his sector time so far, but through into the back straight now. I wish I could see his sector times. I wonder if he's up a lot, because he is 8.3 seconds off the pace. But hopefully this is something he can improve on, because he would not want to start down at 16th. He knows he has the pace to be on the front row. So into the chicane now, braking hard, get it down to second gear, over the first curb. Don't run too much, probably over the second, you might lose the rear. Nick Morgan gets out of the way, doesn't rejoin in the front. So it's a yellow and then a green for Luke Newing. This could put him somewhere in the top 5 so far, hopefully. Around the last corner, get up into third gear, going across the line now. He is pushing that car to the limits, and he crosses the line, waiting for the lap time to get up onto the board. It is P3, 5 tenths off, just 1 tenth behind Josh Benno. Fraser Clegg crosses the line. Does he improve on his normal time? No, he doesn't. A tenth off his normal time. Ashana Nan comes across the line in the background. Doesn't look like he can get another lap in, as people are already crashing because they know quality is basically over. Big shunt there for Fraser and Luca. And here comes James Brett. And there goes Jackson as well. Everyone going into the first corner, causing the crashes because they know that they're done and out for Quali, as Quali is about to end. Luke Newing wish he got maybe a couple more laps in as he goes yellow in the first sector, but that is qualifying done. The hard cut kicks in, and our results are through. Let's have a look at our grid for the first race today. Get our qualifying grid up. Sunny day here in the Nurburgring. Fraser Clegg is on the pole position. Joshua Benno is in second place. Luke Newing in third. Riley Skinner in fourth. He's come back on some top
Ow.
form, 6 tenths off the pace, but in fourth place. Luca Padavis in fifth place, doing really well there. Maximus Morgan in sixth. Brooke Wilson in seventh. He needs to show some pace in this race. He knows he probably has the pace to win, so hopefully we can see him come through. Elijah Whitfield, which is Nick Morgan, who's in 8th place. Ryan Zaborski in 9th. Not a great qualifying from him. James Brett in the top 10. JJ Hamilton in 11th. Then it goes Ashana Ned, Flynn Sutter, Jackson Whitehead, Daniel Cox, and Lewis Scotch rounds off the grid. So, just get everything ready for the race. Getting everything ready. Here we go. There We're just waiting for Fraser Clegg the grid as well as Sean and Ann. Round 5 of the Legend Car E Series. TFH Legend Cars E Series, the midway point of the season. Get our full-size leaderboard up ready to go for today's racing, or I should say tonight, as in Australian time, it is 8:41
8:41.
p.m. Yes, everyone's got that correct.
It is.
Nice little bunched Legend car field today, 16 car grid, pretty good. Will provide some great racing as everyone gets away for the formation lap. Everyone warming up their tyres. See Lewis Gotch in the background doing some burnouts to get those tyres up to temp. But yes, the BMW M2 safety car leading our field as we head into the chicane to get ready for a race start. Josh Cody, what are your predictions for this race? The slipstream's going to be powerful. We could just see a big train happening, but what is going to happen, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon it'll be a pretty big one towards the last lap. I don't really know this track at all. I don't own it, so hard to really tell. It'll probably just be a slippy fest, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Luca will kill everyone off the start because Luca Joseph Thang Patavis Robo is pretty bog.
Okay, well, I'll
So
take it away for the start here because we're going to go green flag running in a second. Just wait for the green. We're waiting. Round 5 of the TFH Higher Legend Car E Series. We're here at Heat 1 at the Nurburgring. The green flag is holding everyone late. Waiting. We're still waiting. This is insane. I don't know why it's not going. Here we go. Green flag running and we are racing. And Fraser Clegg gets a great start. But Luke Newing is going to go to the middle. It's free wide already. Josh Benner, Fraser Clegg, and Luke Newing down towards the first corner. Got a bit of a wide angle shot going in, and Luke Newing is to the lead. Josh Benner going to try to go around the outside, but Luke Newing's actually locked up in the T1. So now he loses all those positions. He's already gained at the start, and he's already back down to P5. But hopefully he can make it back through as Fraser Clegg leads again, and Josh Benner's in second. Riley Skinner is actually battling with Luca, and Luca Patavis is around the outside of Riley Skinner. Luca's had an insane start. He's gone for fifth, but Riley's just doored him off so far. And that's not going to be good for Lucas. Lucas still holds that inside line. And Luke Newing's actually gone around the outside of Riley Skinner, and he goes through now back into third. The try catch up ahead, and Riley Skinner locking up the brakes, trying to make the move. Ryan Taborski's in the background. That's a lot.
one in the back.
And there's also someone off in the background. They keep on going nice and cleanly, evenly, but that was a really big rollover. Ryan Taborski's also been shafted off. But Fraser Clegg in that lead, looking in the background. James Brett down the inside now of Luca Patavis. Can he get the move done side by side down the back straight? And Luke Newing looking to try gain back onto Fraser Clegg and Josh Benno, but they probably going to work together. The bump drafting already kicking in. Luke Newing would want to catch up. So hopefully through the corners, Josh Benno is slow enough. And look at that, Luke Newing's already onto the back of him. So Josh Cody, what was that opening lap like to you as I go get my mic charger because my mic is about to go flat?
Look, I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't really watching. I am building my cameras for tomorrow. I am building my cameras, so I was not even watching. But I think Luke is pretty bog, needs to lock in, and long live Ryan Whitfield. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm trying to plug it in. I can't see the cord, but yes, down into the first corner, Luke Newing had Riley Skinner for company, but Fraser Clegg's actually run wide. So now Luke Newing's going to go to the outside and take second place. Luke Newing is back on a charge. Josh Benno is into the lead now. You see in the background, Wilson and Sutter, both teammates, may be trying to work together now to catch up to the front. But there could be some more drama into this race. We'll have to stay tuned and find out. As my laps, I don't know why they're coming up now. Let's quickly get rid of that. Hopefully it comes up the laps. Yes, there we go. 8 laps to go out of the 9-lap race. So into one of the tightest corners on the track, looking in the background, these two probably will be working together. Luca has got JJ Hamilton for company. Jackson Whitehead just hanging on the back there, and he's got Ashan and Ann right behind him. Ashan, in his first race, he is up 2 spots already, as well as Daniel Cox. Daniel Cox up 4 spots, nearly into the top 10. Just has to try keep it consistent, as he is 5th in the championship, which is a great achievement for him. And heading back to the leaders, Luke Newing now. Look at the pace advantage he has using that slipstream. He's going to go to the inside before the last chicane on the track. And a bit of a bump draft from Fraser, a bit of an aggressive one. Benno looks like they lose the rear the tiniest bit. But Luke Newing now is to the lead in this race. So after locking up a T1 and going straight, going already back down to like 6, He's made it back to first in approximately 2 laps. So a great run from Luke Newing as we're going to cross the line with 7 laps to go out of the 9 lap race. And looking in the background, it looks like Luca Padavis is actually showing some pace as Josh Benno pulls out to the right to go to the inside into T1. Hopefully we can see in the background Luca Padavis in that train. He's going to go to the outside in the T1. These people not battling. So Luca to the outside in the T1. Can he make a double move around the outside? No, he'll get the move done on Flynn, and he's spotted. But I see in the foreshadowing in the front there. Luca Newing and Riley Skinner are around. So now it's only Fraser Clegg in the lead, and Flynn Sutter in his first race is on the podium. What has happened with Luke Newing? Down into the first corner. Has he been tagged by anyone? Going through the first corner. No, he's just lived it on his own and gets a bit of a helping hand from Fraser. But, oh my goodness. And then Luca Padavi spinning on his own. And then Flynn Sutter is into the podium positions. But devastating for Luke Newing, as he was in the lead controlling it. And now he's down in fourth. Not too bad though. But now it's just Fraser Clegg and Josh Benno running away with this one now. Flynn Sutter in the podium positions. He'll be hoping to keep this. This will be his first podium ever in the series. First round and first podium ever. So hopefully he can try and keep this. Okay, now Riley Skinner is going to the inside of Luke Newing. Luke Newing, not going to let him have it. A little bit of a contact. And now in it to the chicane. Side by side. And it looks like Riley Skinner will get it. But Luke Newing giving him a little bit of a bump on the exit. But Riley Skinner gets past on Luke Newing for fourth, and Riley looking probably for, I believe, his first podium of the season. If I go quickly check his results so far, going to here, Riley Skinner has actually done no rounds of the championship so far. So, I thought he did do a round, but he hasn't. So, looking for his first podium. And Luke Newing down the inside on Riley Skinner, very close, locking up. And now that was Flynn Sutter who's actually spun it on his own. And as well as Luca again has spun it on his own. All happening into the first corner. And Luke Newing is back towards a podium position. And now Brooke Wilson is looking for a move on Riley Skinner around the outside. Now he nearly spins it himself, but catches it. A great save from Brooke Wilson. Everyone is sliding about in this race. And Brooke Wilson's cut it out for a second. And now he's back. A bit of blinking from Brooke. A bit of an eventful couple first laps. And now here comes Flynn Sutter down to the inside of James Brett. Can he get the move done? James Brett doesn't have the pace like he usually does in some races in this season, but he has been taken out in this race one time, and now he's going to go back down the inside of Flynn Sutter. And going back to the leaders, Josh Benno and Fraser Clegg just bump drafting each other and pulling away. Fraser Clegg, would they look for a move down the inside? No, they're probably going to bump draft towards the end and battle it on the last lap. Luke Newing in a third place, Riley Skinner in fourth, Brooke Wilson in fifth, as well as JJ Hamilton following closely behind. Heading into the chicane, Brooke Wilson, can he get a run coming out? Looks like he gets a really good run. Riley Skinner loses the rear a bit, but Brooke is just going to sit on his tail, maybe bump draft and back up to Luke Newing. Just depends on how quick Riley Skinner is to catch the rapid Luke Newing ahead, because Luke Newing, he runs a little bit wide for the last corner. I see Daniel Cox battling it out. He's up 7 spots in this race. Jackson Whitehead's up 7 spots in this race. Ashan up 3. So these 3 are going to have a great battle for 7th place. So Daniel Cox, slipstream, down the main straight to the outside into T1. Can he get the move done? Or will he spin it like everyone else has been doing? But Jackson, gotta let him have it, maybe. Into the first corner. Daniel Cox runs really wide, but he still has the inside. It's going to be 3 wide heading into the next corner. But it looks like Daniel Cox will actually get it. Beautiful move from Daniel, using the outside run, then having the inside for the next one. Gets it up into 7th, and Jackson and Ashard couldn't stop that attack from happening. Going back to leaders, still battling it out. Not really, but just bump drafting. But Brooke Wilson now has actually passed on Riley Skinner. Heading down into, whoa, a little bit Taylor there. And look at JJ Hamilton. He using the doors a little bit there. Down the inside of Riley Skinner. Bit of wheel-to-wheel contact. Does a move there down the inside. So now he's going to be following Brooke Wilson. I believe these 2 are teammates too, so they'll be following each other, trying to get to Luke Newing. Fraser Clegg actually looks like he might be going for a move. No, it's just the bump draft thing on the live timing. It says he's really close, but it just is that bump draft thing. And Riley Skinner, can he make a move using the double slipstream? Or will he just sit behind? He's actually going to go down the inside now. Does he pull it up, or will he get switchbacked? It's kind of close. The switchback is kind of close, and Riley Skinner's just putting him off into the dirt. They're still having contact between the two. JJ Hamilton probably not happy with that one. As them two are now losing Brooke Wilson ahead. And down the main straight now, Riley Skinner will have some company from JJ Hamilton. JJ, I reckon he's going to do maybe a send down to the first corner. Down into turn one. Bit of battling going on in the background. Daniel Cox, Sean, and Jackson. And Luke Newing, he spun as well as Brooke Wilson. Luke Newing again has spun at that first corner on his own. And now look at this, it's very close going into the next set of corners. They're free wide, Jackson's on the inside, and that's a crash there. Luke Newing and Brooke Wilson. Hopefully they don't rejoin into the rest of the field. But I believe they actually get it back going. But oh my goodness. Free wide into one corner did not work. And now Riley Skinner's onto the podium, and he's got JJ Hamilton for the company. And Sean is up to 5th, and Daniel Cox is in 6th. So Sean, in his first ever race, up 7 spots now, as well as JJ Hamilton is up 7 spots. Daniel Cox up 9. Jackson's still up those 7 spots, but Luke Newing probably with a bit of damage, as I believe Ryan Taborski ahead has actually spun. Because it says he had a bit of a crash. Oh, actually, the Maximus Morgan has actually jumped to the pits. What happened into here? Going into the corner. Oh, Ryan Taborski with a rejoin, and he spins it on his own. So, back to the leaders. Fraser Clegg just still sitting in the slipstream. JJ Hamilton, I've just realised, Riley Skinner is off. JJ Hamilton's up to 3rd. Riley Skinner's in 4th. So another incident has occurred. Riley Skinner has gone off the track. Let's quickly go back and have a look. What happened here? Oh, a little bit of contact. Quickly go back and have a look at the gearbox cam on the exit of the corner. Oh, that's pretty close. Okay, looking at from this camera angle, there's a bit of a left turn there.
Ooh, no good.
That's no good. But Stewart's will probably have a say with that one after the racing tonight. 3 laps to go. JJ Hamilton in 3rd, first podium setter so far. Or this is first podium maybe this season, but it might come with a penalty. After that little incident with Riley Skinner, they both were beefing it out on track. See, Ashan and Ann, if JJ Hamilton gets a podium, Ashan will be up into 4th. So, Ashan with a great debut drive in a pretty interesting livery with an anime girl in the back. Don't get James behind him. And Ashan and Daniel Cox going to give a bit of a bump draft going down, or Daniel Cox just backs out of it, does the smart thing, doesn't want to ruin his chance at a great finish here, starting from near the back of the grid. Starting from 18th, actually, I believe. No, 17th it was. And look at that. Flynn Sutter and Luca Padavis battling it out here, down into the last corner. Fraser Clegg now has taken the lead, going down the turn 1. But Josh Benno has the inside, blocking it. Hopefully he can try stop it in time, but Benno's run really wide, really deep into the corner, but he will have the inside for the next one. Will he send it down the inside of Fraser Clegg? Yes, he will. The two going side by side. Josh Benno still has the inside on Fraser Clegg, heading down to the next set of corners, and Josh Benno holds the lead so far. Next lap will be the last lap. Josh Benno will want to keep this. He hasn't had a win since Laguna Seca round 2 in the feature race. But after that, he's had a second, a 7th, and a 12th. So he'll be looking for a win today. In the background, JJ Hamilton. He's got a lap car of Lewis Scotch. Ashan Anand catching maybe Riley Skinner. So if he can get past Riley Skinner, he could be on for a podium. Because of the penalty that might be coming towards JJ Hamilton. But everyone looking evenly spread out. But let's go back to the leaders now. This is the battle for the lead. Fraser Clegg down the back straight. Going to use that slipstream to his advantage. Will he go for a move? or wait to the main straight. Goes to the outside, so we have the inside now for the next chicane coming up. Into the into I don't even have a track map, so I'm just going to call this the chicane. Fraser clicks down the inside by Josh Benno. He will want to wait now for the main straight to get past, or will he save it for this back straight and go down the inside of Fraser Clegg? So it's just about it's a cat and mouse game so far, going back and forth. But around the last corner, and we're going to start the final lap here. And Joe, look at that. Fraser Clegg already really defensive against the wall. White flag is in the air. And look at the defense from Fraser Clegg. And now Josh Benno is going to use the outside momentum to go around the outside and maybe squeeze him to the inside and then go back to the outside last second to get a run maybe. But no, Josh Benno is actually going to keep it under the brakes. He actually keeps it. That's a really nice move. But Fraser Clegg is the outside line now, going back into turn two. will Fraser will Fraser try to hold it around the outside? No, he will not. Maybe the outside now into this corner. Josh Benno's on the defense. Does not want to let Fraser through. And through the next set of S's, Josh Benno still holds that first place. And he's got Fraser Clegg still in his mirrors. Going down now into one of the slowest corners on the track. Fraser Clegg trying to bomb it down on the brakes, but goes really wide. Can he get a run coming out? Not really. Josh Benno still holding it quite nicely. Take a bit of water there. Ugh. But this is going to be a close finish. We've seen so many close finishes in this season so far. It's going to be between these two once again. Fraser Clegg 4/10 behind. He'll be getting that sweet slipstream down this back straight. But Josh Benno, weaving. He'll want to defend the inside into this last chicane. Straight to the inside. Don't let Fraser Clegg get it. And he's going to make him go to the outside, brake later than him, hopefully keep it under the brakes. Yes, he can, but Fraser maybe try go for the outside run. Josh Benno has let him done it. That's a switchback and a half from Fraser Clegg. Josh Benno has been minced up. And around the last corner now, Fraser Clegg is going to win the first race. He qualified it on pole position, and he's going to win the first race. That's Fraser Clegg who wins Heat 1 at the Nurburgring for round 5. Josh Benno got absolutely minced up. And here comes JJ Hamilton around the last corner to get his first ever podium, but a penalty may be coming his way. We'll have a look afterwards, though. Riley Skinner in fourth, he's not probably happy with that. Ashan Anan, a great finish, as well as Daniel Cox. Great finish between those two. Up 7 and 9 spots. Those two really good. James Brett making his way through up 3 spots. Jackson Whitehead. Oh, there's a flip on the main straight. Whoa! Oh my goodness. The first corner is very interesting with everyone straight lining each other. Ryan Zaborski finishes down in 9th. Brooke Wilson in 10th. But there is a top 10 reverse grid. That's going to be pretty interesting for the race coming up. But we have a warm-up.
I'm going to join FTA.
Okay, you go do that.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Aiden.
Goodbye.
Go, Josh Benno.
So let's have a look at.
Go, Josh Benno.
Let's go have a look at the results from that race. Fraser Clegg is the winner, only by a tenth. Josh Benno went really deep into that last chicane. That's how Fraser got the switchback and went around the outside before the last corner to secure that win. Josh Benno second place. JJ Hamilton third. First podium, but maybe a talking to afterwards after that incident with Riley Skinner. Those two having beef throughout the whole race. P4 for Riley Skinner. Ashana Nana, great finish from him in P5. Daniel Cox in 6th. James Brett in 7th. Jackson Whitehead in 8th. Ryan Zaborski in 9th. And Brooke Wilson not starts in 10th. He finishes 10th. It starts on the pole position for the reverse grid race. This is going to be a cracker. Don't go away just yet. We're in the warm-up so far. I'm going to have a quick break, but I will see you for this feature race coming up.
Was that the last race?
Oh, there's a feature race coming up now. Who's in the car?
Oh,
Oh, Chase, hello.
hi.
Hmm. Interesting. But yeah, warm up's got 10 seconds left now. So we're going to be ready for some more racing today or tonight, as you would say. So, 13 laps for the feature. Reverse top 10. As you can see right now, Brooke Wilson, if I bring up the leaderboard so we can get the grid up for today's race again. Yes, it's on green. Maybe if I... Yeah, it is on green, Brooke. Hi. Ah! Benno got minced up. A little bit of a communication between Audra. So, everyone's saying hello to me now. So, Brooke Wilson on the pole position. Ryan Taborski in second. Jackson Whitehead in third. This is a great top three that we're going to be seeing. This is going to be a great race. Brooke Wilson has actually blinked out. Waiting. There he is. He's back now. So he has to go on the green. Ryan Taborski there. James Brett there too, as well as Ashan. Starting P6 he will be. And Fraser Clegg in 10th. So this is going to be a close race again. We're going to see some brilliant moments as they're going to be coming through the last corner. Brooke Wilson has to go on the green. So we'll have to wait for that green flag again, which takes forever when we're on this main straight. So we're going to wait. Waiting. Oh, there's a bit of contact in the background. A lot of people are drilling each other. So Daniel Cox has to move over to the right. And we are green flag running, racing, going down towards T1. But Daniel Cox looks to have a really good start. As I've seen in the background, maybe there's been a crash on the main straight. No. Heading down into turn one. There's nearly four wide. And it's Brooke Wilson who still has it. Lewis Gotch is spun in the background. And it looks like Max is maybe going to tag a couple people into the first corner. But they actually keep it clean after the little bit of a contact. Only the two FTA boys have made contact with each other. But Fraser Clegg is down in 13th. Ryan Taborski's in second. Riley Skinner's going around the outside now. James Brett for third place into the next chicane. Oh, it's very close. Jackson Whitehead could be on for a podium here, maybe even. Oh, Sean and Ann down the inside of Daniel Cox. Here comes JJ Hamilton around the outside. And Fraser Clegg looks to have a really good run. Nick Morgan looking to the outside into the first hairpin, looking in the distance. Ryan Taborski's in the lead. There goes Brooke Wilson back down the inside. A little bit of a switchback. And looking in the background, JJ Hamilton has spun round. Trying to get everyone to calm down, but they're still going side by side. Ryan Taborski's to the inside. James Brett trying to follow him through. Riley Skinner sitting there in the wings waiting. Around the outside, James Brett a little bit of contact. Brooke Wilson has run wide in the gravel trap, trying not to rejoin dangerously, but he's actually spun it towards the left. So Ryan Taborski is in the lead by 5/10. Looking in the background, Daniel Cox trying to defend. Luke Newing looking for a move, heading down into the next chicane. Riley Skinner's up 5 spots. A little bit of a lock-up from Daniel Cox. And they're still side by side. Ashan side by side. Luke Newing looking for a move now on Fraser Clegg into the next corner. This is so close into the last corner now. Luke Newing looking for an inside move. Can he get the move done? Probably not, but maybe on the exit. Look in the distance there. Josh Benno side by side with the number 45 of Flynn. And heading down the main straight. into the first corner again. Everyone's still going at it. Ryan Taborski's actually lost the lead to Riley Skinner. Those two could probably work together to pull away from Jackson Whitehead. Heading down, and there's a spin. And those two have actually taken. It's Luke Newing once again. And Luke Newing just waiting to go. And oh my goodness, Luke Newing not having a great race. And oh my goodness, still more controversy going on there. And Nick Morgan's in the fifth, side by side James Brett, Riley Skinner, and Ryan Taborski still side by side. And down into the next corner. Oh, coughing a bit here. But Riley Skinner's down the inside now of Ryan Taborski. Jackson Whitehead is in a podium spot. Daniel Cox still battling it out. He's in ninth, down 4 spots, but I believe in him to make a comeback through this field. Josh Benno had a bit of a contact with Brooke Wilson, I believe, on the last corner. I think it was Flynn Sutter, actually. So now down the back straight, 12 laps to go, 1 lap down, and side by side, Riley Skinner and not Brooke Wilson, Ryan Taborski into the next chicane. Jackson's going to be involved in this battle soon. Fraser Clegg is up to 5th. They don't want to battle too much, or Fraser's going to catch back. And look at that. Jackson Whitehead gets a bit of a run going on Ryan Taborski. He's going to send it down the inside, maybe into the last corner. No, he backs out of that one, doing the smart thing. James Brett. Now Fraser Clegg is down the inside of James Brett. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. James Brett runs extremely wide. But look at the weaving from Riley Skinner. He's trying to keep that lead, but there's 11 laps to go, man. Down towards the first corner. Ryan Taborski's going to go down the inside now. Riley Skinner. So this is going to bring everyone back into it. There's a bit of contact into the braking zone. Just moving into each other. Ryan Taborski runs wide, but Jackson's there in the wings waiting. And Riley Skinner. These two, I feel like are going to have a crash in a second. These two very close together. And here comes Riley Skinner. He's actually going to send it down the inside now. Ryan Taborski. Oh, more contact between the two. Jackson is licking his lips right now because I believe he can maybe make it through on this. But still, very eventful in these laps, heading down into the hairpin once again. And look at this, Fraser Clegg is bringing a whole lot of people into this train. It actually will go down to 10th place, I believe. No, probably go down to 9th. Yes, it will go down to 9th. But look at Daniel Cox already making his way back through the field. And looking for a move now on Lewis Gotch. But back to the leaders now. Ryan Taborski runs really wide. There might have been a bit of contact there that I didn't see, but Fraser Clegg now is in this train. Look at the different liveries here. I love looking at the different liveries in the Legend Car E Series. A lot of people with some unique liveries. And look at this, Riley Skinner. It's right on the defense. But Ryan Taborski is going to have none of it and put it down the inside. And look, there's contact. Jackson's going to try and go to the outside, but it's just the wrong move. Has to think about that next time. But yeah, Jackson losing those spots that he had, but there's still a big train going on. And James Brett looking to the inside now, Jackson Whitehead. But James, can he get the move done? He's got Josh Benno behind him too. Fraser Clegg, though, is already up at the second after that little kerfuffle that they've had. Oh my goodness. I'm going. Oh my god, there's probably going to be a crash down the main straight. Oh my goodness. I need to see. A Sean and Ned is included in this. And I think that is going to be a yellow down that main straight. Oh my goodness, I've seen a bit of a shunt down that main straight. Oh my goodness. Did you not see the shunt down the main straight? So, here we go. First caution for the race. After a bit of a interesting crash down the main straight. I want to have a quick look at that. Who was it? It was James Brett. Jackson Whitehead came across, and they go straight into the wall, come back onto the racetrack, but it clips a shine in it too. But that is insane, that crash that we've seen, and look at that. That could have been an even bigger crash. As everyone through the first corner, and then the safety car gets called. I believe the safety car hasn't actually left the pits yet, so Fraser, when you come around, just watch for it come out of the pits late. Can you repeat that? It was a bit quiet. Well, the pit lane should open. If you go into the pit lane and it opens, it probably won't give you a black. It should be fine. Did it just give you an EOL? Okay. So hopefully it isn't that bad for the people who have come in to the pit lane. So just give them an EOL, which is end lane. Yes. Okay, that can be after the race. So safety car out. Everyone coming to repair the damage, especially Ashan. He got a bit pinched down the main street. Well, he's gonna have some great words of advice there. Yes, sir, I will be putting the command in chat to go green on this lap because Brooke, Jackson, or Sean's already on the back of the chain. They'll get on the back of the chain. Yeah, when it crosses the line, I'll be able to put it in. I'm just gonna wait for it to cross it fully. No. Well, the safety car is coming in this lap, Fraser. I'll let you know when it hits the pit lane so you can go whenever you please. So we will be going green this lap. Safety car lights are off. Fraser Clegg will control the field. And we are going to have a bit of a. I don't know how many laps were left because it doesn't tell me now. I believe we had maybe 10, maybe 9 laps left. So might be 6 now. Maybe 7. That's not a joke, but I reckon maybe 7 laps left. The leaderboard will prove me wrong when we cross the line. But Nick Morgan, third place so far, could get another podium here. Whoa, bit of contact. Ryan Taborski. I don't know what he's doing there. Ryan doing a bit of dirty work there. Okay, so safety car will enter the pit lane in a second. Quickly watch the pace car as he comes in. Safety car is entering the pit lane now. Fraser, you can go whenever you want. So Fraser, maybe going to leave it too late. Waiting on this main straight. Look at Nick pointing. He's pointing out, and we are green flag running once again. And Fraser Clegg has gone. And there's the green flag on the left, and we are racing once again. Second time. 7 laps to go now. I was correct. We're going to be 7 laps to go. Oh my goodness, pretty wide already. Going down the main straight. A little bit of contact between Riley Skinner and Nick Morgan. Down the inside into turn 1. Riley Skinner is out for blood in this race. Heading into the next set of corners. If he wants a win here, he needs to keep it with Fraser Clegg. By Josh Brenner now is down the inside of Ryan Taborski. A little bit of contact between the two. And look at Luca down the inside now of Ryan Taborski. Side by side, Luca and Ryan, these two having a bit of beef sometimes, but hopefully it's just mutual beef. And Ryan Taborski still prevails from that. Now heading into the next set of corners, Riley Skinner is still in that fighting spot for the lead. Looking in the background, JJ Hamilton going to try and make his way back through the field. Daniel Cox, I think he came in for some damage repairs. Don't know, but Luke Newing did, as well as Sean and Jackson. So them two are going to just be taking their time getting back through the field. Down the inside, I think I saw just back before, Josh Benno now up into third place on Nick Morgan. These two hopefully working together now to try catch Riley and Fraser. Riley Skinner, is he going to be looking for a move? No, he's actually going to be bump drafting. Going to be bump drafting into the next set of corners. And Josh Benno will be hoping to try catch on back to this train. And looking in the background, I believe Luke Newing has actually had a spin. And Flynn Sutter was actually involved in that. Looking back, and let's have a look. Going down into the chicane, I believe it actually might have been Brooke Wilson. Heading into the corner very late under the brakes. Yes, a bunch of contact going down. And then I've gone back to the leaders, and Riley Skinner locking the brakes. And Josh Benno very close to spinning it there. Looking in the background too, Lewis Gotch has spun. Maximus Morgan has spun. They're all spinning it for the first corner. Everyone has been spinning it for that first corner, but it might have been some contact between the two. And look at this, Riley Skinner's around the outside. 6 laps to go. There's still plenty of racing to go on. And the two FTA boys of Nick and Luca still in a fighting chance. And Luca looking for a move now on Ryan Taborski to the inside. Heading, oh no, it's actually the outside. Into the very tight chicane. Can Luca get a switchback? No, he cannot. He will just have to sit behind and wait. And Riley Skinner still in that second spot. Using all the curb he can. Riley Skinner's going to look for a win here, hopefully. I reckon he'll be wanting a win here. And now down the back straight. These three are very known trio when it comes to iRacing. A bit of contact there. Heading down into now the next chicane. They're all trying to bump draft each other. And now Ryan Taborski's actually gone around the outside of Nick Morgan. What a move from Ryan Taborski. Now, hopefully these three work together to catch the next three. So we could have a 6-car train on our hands for a battle. James Brett's actually spun in the background. I believe he might have had some contact. Quickly go back, have a look. Did James just spin it on his own? Oh, a little bit too much curb. Spins it on his own. Oh, pretty wide. Now Max Morgan, Jackson Whitehead, Daniel Cox down the main straight. I believe they might just keep it clean. And I think they do. Hopefully down into the first corner. Yes, they do. And Max now looking to the outside. Now Lewis Gotch looking for a move. And now Ashan. It's under the braking. And they've all spun around. Ashan's into James. Hopefully everyone makes it through. And now this is not good for the back markers. Now heading down into the next hairpin for the leaders, and Ryan Taborski is actually now into the back of this train. We're having a 6-car train, 5 laps to go. This is on like Donkey Kong. Daniel Cox is up to 8th, so not doing bad for a recovery drive from him. Down the back straight, Riley Skinner right on the tail of Fraser Clegg. Will he go to the inside? No. Josh Benno still just holding it. Bump drafting once again, these three. But Ryan Taborski is in the fray. Heading down into the next chicane. And Riley Skinner has spun it on his own. And that's actually caused a massive Not a massive pile-up, but it's Riley Skinner who's locked it under braking. Josh Benno is involved with it, and now it's Nick Morgan up in the second. Luca Padavis is in the second. Look at this, free wide into the last corner. They're losing time on Fraser Clegg. Fraser could be on for a double win here, and Luca is on for a podium finish. Ryan Taborski now side by side, these two down the main straight. And Luca gives up the position. Now Josh Benno will be a bit gutted from that. Riley Skinner locking it under the brakes. Let's go back and have a look. Oh my god, the whoosh sounds are very loud. So what happened on the brakes of Riley Skinner? I think he just locked it, tagged the back of Fraser, and then Josh Benno just trying to avoid it, just couldn't get past. And look at Nick Morgan in that trying to get through and take advantage of it. And Luca Padavis is in second for his first podium in the Legend Car E Series, TFH Legend Car E Series. And which part of the track did you cut? Because if you cut through the last chicane, it should give you a slowdown. It shouldn't just give you an instant black. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking him if he had a slowdown. So Jackson, did you have a slowdown and not serve it? Yeah, so you don't get the black clear. Lewis, shut up. Sorry for a little bit of rudeness there. But side by side now, Luca and Ryan down the main straight. These two battling out for second place. There's a bit of contact between the two into T1. And Luca holding that second place from Ryan Zaborski. And Fraser Clegg is just cruising out in the lead now, starting from 10th into the lead again. And Josh Benno, where is he? Can he catch? I don't know. If they battle a lot, he could be on for a podium still. And now Riley Skinner is with his good old mate JJ Hamilton. These two are going to have a bit of they're going to have a bit of beef going into the next set of corners as Riley Skinner gets a really good run. He's going to go straight to the inside now, JJ Hamilton. Into the hairpin. Can he get it done under the brakes? Yes, he can. JJ Hamilton lets it slide. But can he go for a switchback? No, he cannot. So now Riley Skinner is back into P6. Fraser Clegg still on that lead, and look at this. It's a Nick Morgan, Luca Padavis, and Ryan Zaborski battling out red versus blue. Two reds against one. Oh no, two blues against one red, sorry. Josh Benno still catching, I reckon. He might catch before the end of the race, because look at this. And now Luke is going to go to the inside, down into the last chicane. Ryan Zaborski keeps it in third, but now Nick Morgan is in second. Look at the run from Luca. Beautiful down the inside into the last corner. Look at Josh Benno. He's in for the fray. Oh, Ryan Zaborski's actually slowing down. I think he might have got a slowdown by cutting the corner a bit, maybe. I don't know, but the two FTA folks on the podium. So FTA, if you're watching right now, you got two of your drivers on the podium. It's Nick and Luca after a bit of a chaotic feature race today. But down into the first corner they go, hoping for a double podium as JJ Hamilton's down the inside now of Riley Skinner. Gets the move done, but Riley's going to try switch back him as JJ runs really wide. And oh, a bit of contact. Riley tries to turn and get the nose back in, but he couldn't get it done properly because he's still there. JJ already coming off the back from a podium, hoping just to get another consistent spot as he loses the rebit. Look at Riley Skinner using all the track he can. Will he send one down the inside into the hairpin? No, he will not. A lot of different lines we've seen here. Some late apexes, early apexes. But can Ryan Zaborski and Josh Benno work together to catch the two FTA boys who are going to be working together too for a double podium? And Fraser Clegg just cruising out in that distance as the next lap will be the last lap of the race to end off the night. get our interviewers in the podium box, or the podium people for interviews. And down in it to the last chicane. Look, Josh Benno's actually already on. We're going to have a four-way battle for maybe P2 here. If Josh Benno can gain a lot more under those brakes. He looks really good under the brakes. Riley Skinner, JJ Hamilton, a little bit of contact, I believe, because JJ has a very bad run. But Fraser Clegg crossing the line to start the last lap. White flag is in the air. And we are in it for second place right now to watch. Down the main straight. Is it going to be Luca? Is it going to be Nick? Will it be Josh Benno or Ryan Taborski? Down into the first corner. Nick is defending. Luke is to the outside. Josh Benno waiting maybe for a bit of a move down into the first corner. Can't get it done. A little bit wide. Ryan Taborski. And look at this. Free car train. Josh Benno looking for a move. Can't get it done. And Nick loses the rear a little bit. And here comes Josh Benno now. Right around the outside. Can he have the inside for the next one? No. Maybe try to get a little bit of a switchback to get it done for the next hairpin? No. But Nick gets a beautiful run there. Josh Benno actually gets a better run, looks like. To the inside. Nick maybe down the inside of Luca. No, it looks like just trying to defend from Josh Benno there. Ryan is back into the fray, looking in the background. Riley Skinner won't be catching on to this one unless anything bad happens between these four. And through the last set of fast S's, I don't even know the corner names. Look at this, Josh Benno now is down the inside of Nick Morgan. Can he get the move done? No, he cannot. Here comes Ryan Taborski to try and get a run on the exit of the corner. There's contact between Ryan and Josh Benno. They'll have a word about that after the race because they're in the same VC. Heading down into the final chicane. They're bumping. Luca is defending that inside. Better bump drafting. Josh Benno looking for a move. But here comes Nick right around the outside to take second place. And now Luca's been spun by Josh Benno. There's a better contact between the two. It might just be mutual, but Nick Morgan, Ryan Taborski's in the pit lane, but Nick Morgan is going to get second place. Ryan, Ryan is trying to get the pit lane to get him the podium, but I don't think it's going to work. But it's, oh my goodness, it's Nick Morgan who gets a podium. Fraser Clegg wins. I couldn't see from before, but Fraser Clegg gets a podium. I mean, not podium, the win. But that was an eventful last last couple of corners there. But Fraser Clegg wins it 2 for 2 here at the Nurburgring, extends that championship lead. And Luca on that podium is not on it anymore after that last corner incident. Let's actually let's actually have a look at what happened in it. Let's have a look at what happened into this last corner. Go get a bit of slow motion action into here. Actually, that's a bit slow. Here we go. Josh Bennett trying to go right around the outside. Luke is all over the curb. And that's just where the contact happens after jumping over the curb and tagging Bennett, and it just sends him to the left. And then let's have a look at the rejoin after. And then Riley tags the rear of him on the exit of that. But that was the feature race. As what the hell, Google Chrome has opened. But I need to quickly get rid of the tower and have a look at the results for the feature
Aiden,
race. Let's have
Aiden, do I need
a
to
look
come in
at.
here for driver interviews?
Yes, just give me a second. I'll go through the results and then I'll get onto it.
All
But
right.
it's Fraser Clegg who wins by 6 seconds after a little bit of an incident with Riley, who tagged the rear and spun. So Fraser Clegg wins it 2 for 2 at the Nurburgring. Elijah Whitfield, who is Nick Morgan, finishes in second. Josh Benno gets a podium, and Luca Padavis in fourth place. JJ Hamilton in fifth. Luke Newing in sixth. Daniel Cox in seventh. Lewis Scotch in eighth. Ashan Anand in ninth. Riley Skinner in tenth. Ryan Taborski in 11th. Wait a second. These are probably not the right results. So I'm looking at this right now.
Nick, look at messages.
I don't think. I don't know. This is. It says Ryan Taborski's fourth on my. I'll just read off my lifetime. So Ryan fourth, Luca fifth, JJ Hamilton sixth, Riley Skinner seventh, Luke Newing eighth, Daniel Cox ninth, Brooke Wilson tenth, then Lewis Scotch, James Brett, Sean Anand, Jackson Whitehead, Flynn Sutter, and Maximus Morgan. So those results that I've got up is wrong. I don't know why they're wrong. They're still showing up as wrong, which is annoying me. But those are your results for today's racing. And if I actually have a look at the call right now, we're going to see, I believe, everyone in this VC. We've only got one interviewer right now. We're going to wait for Fraser Clegg and
Oh
Josh
no, I'm Fraser.
Benno.
I'm Fraser Clegg.
You are not Fraser Clegg.
I'm Fraser Clegg.
You're not Fraser
Kiwi,
Clegg.
Kiwi, Kiwi. I'm Fraser Clegg.
Kiwi, 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 something, something.
I like Kiwi food
Okay.
and Kiwi fruit.
Really don't want to start. I really don't want to start with second place because oh well, there's Josh Benner, so we can actually start with third place first because he's finally in the commentary box. But that's fine.
Oh, there's Fraser Clegg.
Everyone's joined now, but we'll start off with Josh or Benno. Josh, a very eventful turn of events today at the Nurburgring. A bit of rubbing between everyone, a bit of crashes, but in both races, a second and a third. You should be happy with that one. Yeah, your last podium was from Laguna Seca, I believe, so a while ago. So, Benno, how'd you pull it off today, and how was the feature coming back through the field?
Well, and actually, overall, I'm not very happy. My teammate Riley Skinner spun into me, intentionally took me out. Pretty sure there was some match fixing going on between him and Fraser. Some dollars definitely exchanged.
Wah, wah.
I think we got a baby in the call.
Pretty much everyone, yeah, everyone was driving like absolute poo today. My car got absolutely tortured. And I'm gonna report every single driver in the series because that was horrible.
What's the report bill looking like after that? Like the bill.
I'm gonna be. It's gonna be a late night for me. I'm gonna be crying. Oh, my mum's just coming in.
I have a question.
Oh, Josh Cody, got a question?
Yes, Josh.
Yeah, how
Geez,
does
even
this-
Bianca wants a pen.
Excuse me. I'm talking.
I'm in an interview. Sorry, I'll be quiet.
Ooh,
How does this
Bianca
affect
flaming.
the Council of Joshes? How does this affect the Council of Joshes?
Sorry, what'd you say, mum?
Oh,
Okay, good night.
no.
How does
this
this
guy out of here?
How does this affect the Council of Joshes? Not too much. I think the Joshes held strong today. And I'm really looking forward to future investments. But no more messing with these Riley and Fraser groups like that. Those councils, they're not the greatest. But I know the Josh council
just
held
better.
strong today.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Josh,
Thank you.
late night staying up, you got to repair that car. Well, you actually got to fly back to Australia first. Hopefully, you can fly on Riley's private jet. So great
Yeah,
job.
Riley's private jet goes so fast, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, so great job today, Benno. Hope to see you next round and get more podiums and get some more championship points.
Thanks, Willy Bum.
All right, we'll start off with second place. Nick Morgan is on the podium as Elijah Whitfield. A lot of people probably confused seeing Elijah Whitfield on the check, but it was actually Nick Morgan. Nick, in the first race, I don't recall where you finished. I think in the top 10 somewhere, but in that second race, very chaotic. Safety car coming out after a big shot down the main straight of Jackson Ashan and James Brett. But second place for you, how do you feel after that feature race?
Honestly, pretty good. Honestly, I kind of agree with Benno. It's just pod fest. Especially the first race, got involved in a turn like 5 incident, went to the back, had to start the feature from last place, so P2 isn't bad. Got a bit unlucky with the start, but that's racing, and then just kind of made my way through the pack and good racing between everyone, and yeah.
Yeah, so I believe, well, actually, there was no one in the FTA call when I looked, but hopefully, when they watch back the stream and you tell them, hopefully they just start screaming that you actually finally got a podium. I think this is your first podium, if I'm correct.
Laguna Seca was my
yeah,
second.
yeah, but
First.
you got a podium. No, a penalty there, I believe. Can't remember if you did.
Nah, that was
That was
heat
Mac?
1. I got a penalty.
Oh, Heat 1, yeah, okay, so that's fine. So you did get a podium there. So good job on that. This is the second
Yep.
podium for the series. So
Thank you, Aiden.
have some fun for the rest of the night, and hope to see you for the next round.
Is there anyone you'd like
Yep.
to thank, Nicholas?
Oh yeah, I'd like to thank Ryan Whitfield, Michael Whitfield, Hannah Whitfield, Megan Whitfield, Elisha Whitfield, Enrique Whitfield,
Hernandez Whitfield.
Hernandez, Grandma Whitfield, Auntie Whitfield, Chris Prelo for the setup tips.
Me
I'd like
more.
to thank
Meemaw
I'd
Whitfield.
Oh, who are you sharing
and-
data with?
I'm sharing data with Enrique Whitfield.
Okay, get out of here. Good job.
Thank you, Aiden.
Now let's go to our winner once again, Fraser Clegg. 2 for 2 in this race. A bit of a womp for Fraser Clegg because we know he's going to have a 5-minute interview once again. So Fraser,
Yay!
Fraser,
Yay!
Kiwi winning once again, 2 for 2 here at the Nurburgring, starting from 10th in the feature race. You made your way back through. It looked like at the start you had a bit of a okay, crickets, get the hell out of here. You look like you went back down the 13th, and then you just got your way back through the field. The pace was there in the Air New Zealand livery. Well, basically, I don't know
Yay!
what livery it is. It's just a bunch of fucking Maori.
It's white.
So how was it today?
Quali, yay. Race 1, yay. Run away with Benno, yay. Fight with Benno, and then Benno try park, and Benno's silly, and then I drive around Benno and win, yay. Feature race. I saw Lewis Gotch in my mirror and decided to brake 100 meters early and avoid the pile-up that he ended up causing. Drove past a few people. Safety car, scary. Riley pushed me, and then Riley hit the back of me and spun and took out all of my rivals, and then I won the race. So, yay.
Yeah, so extending the clap, clap, clap. Extending the championship lead once again. Who would you like to thank for this win today?
Ollie Skinner.
No one, because I'm mean.
Oh,
Actually, no, I'd like to thank. I'd actually like to thank Josh Benno for letting me win race 1. I'd like to thank Riley for taking out all of my competition in race 2. I'd like to thank Ryan Whitfield for providing us iRacing.
yes, can't forget about
I'd
that.
like to thank Elisha Whitfield for giving me my sim,
Can't
and
forget about that.
I'd also like to thank Meemore Whitfield for inventing Wi-Fi. So thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mima. We wouldn't be here without you. Rest in peace.
No, because I'm sorry, I got to interrupt here. Are we seriously forgetting Hernandez and Enrique Whitfield?
My God,
But
Benno.
they didn't really have a big impact. I'd also like to thank.
No, they invented gravity.
I'd also like to thank Summer, the dog.
The dog. Okay. Well,
Who
that's
really
that's
made it.
okay. No, that's
Summer?
enough. No more.
Summer the dog.
Summer
Wait,
and
Fraser, she's
Archie.
not here. She's not here.
Okay. No, I think that's enough now.
What about the guy chained up in the
I'd-
basement?
Oh no. Oh
I'd
no.
also
okay,
like
no,
to
he's
thank
here.
I'd also like to thank James Brett, my husband.
Oh, we're
who
getting out of hand
really
here.
uh,
Okay. I think.
motivated me.
Yeah. Okay. Let me end
He
this.
he was in my he was underneath my sim motivating me.
Okay. No.
Aw.
Let's end the stream. Let's end this right now. Let me. Oh my goodness. Let's not talk about people under desks. Well, that's it. That's round 5 of the TFH
What?
Legend
Get your head out of the
Series.
gutter, Aiden. Maybe he was just like,
No, no more.
Please don't leave me, please don't leave me.
No, let me end this stream. So that is round 5 of the TFH Higher Legend Car E Series here at the Nurburgring. Very interesting racing going on. Benno, I know you're leaving and joining, but they can't hear it on the stream because I'm in streamer mode. So me. So congrats to Fraser Clegg winning once again here in the TFH Higher Legend Car E Series. We head on to round 6, I believe, at the Bend now. So hope to see you there watching the live stream. Hope to see more numbers coming in. And until next time, Evil Elijah.
Thanks for watching.